Welcome back to The Explainer. Today, we're once again ruthlessly evaluating the building blocks of human civilization. No mercy, no nostalgia points, just pure, hard facts. And we are looking at an absolute, timeless heavyweight, granite.
So let's kick things off with the million-dollar question. Imagine a natural stone so impossibly hard and so beautiful that ancient empires used it to build temples, and yet it's still dominating our most luxurious spaces today. But does that legendary durability actually earn granite the absolute top S-tier spot? Or do its demanding, royal requirements and hefty price tag drag it down to just being an A-tier luxury? Let's find out. To get our answer, we're running granite through our standard, totally objective 6-part performance review. We'll hit 1. What is granite? 2. A foundation of history. 3. Rock-solid engineering specs. 4. Granite in modern life. 5. Flaws in the stone. And finally, 6. The final verdict. All right, Section 1. What is granite? Let's get the geological basics out of the way so we know exactly what we're dealing with.
So by definition, granite is a coarse-grained, intrusive igneous rock. It's mostly made up of quartz, feldspar, and mica. Now that word intrusive basically just means that this stuff cooled down incredibly slowly, way deep underground, which is wild when you think about it. Its unbelievable strength was literally forged inside the Earth's crust over millions and millions of years. It's essentially cooked magma.
And fast forward to today, as of 2026, we are still quarrying millions of tons of this stuff every single year. It is literally the global symbol of permanence, in heavy demand for everything from premium construction to high-end decorative materials. It really is the eternal natural stone.
Okay, let's move right into Section 2, a foundation of history. We need to check this stone's resume.
Looking at this timeline, it is honestly staggering how granite has been humanity's ultimate flex for millennia. I mean, we're talking way back. Around 2600 BCE, ancient Egyptians were already using it for pyramids and towering obelisks. Jump to antiquity, the Romans are carving massive columns out of it. Hit the 14th to 17th centuries, and you've got European Renaissance cathedrals relying on it. And today, still dominating premium modern architecture. This stuff literally refuses to go out of style.
Oh, and here's a super cool, fun fact. You know the Rosetta Stone? Well, it's actually made of granodiorite, which is basically a very close geological cousin to granite. It's just wild to me that the exact literal key we used to unlock ancient history was preserved on a rock so similar to the one we're judging right now.
Which brings us perfectly to Section 3, rock-solid engineering specs. Let's look under the hood. How exactly did these ancient monuments survive thousands of years?
Well, for starters, it pulls a 6 to 7 on the Mohs hardness scale. For context, that means it can literally scratch glass or steel. It is incredibly resistant to abrasions, scratches, and just the general wear and tear of time. For a natural stone, that is a wildly impressive defensive stat.
Nature basically engineered an absolute tank here. Look at these properties. You've got extremely high compressive strength. You've got fantastic thermal stability, meaning it just shrugs off heat and sudden temperature changes. And when properly sealed, its low porosity makes it super stain resistant. But, and this is a big but, its workability is tough. It is notoriously stubborn to cut. I mean, it holds fine detail beautifully once you shape it, but man, it makes you work for it. All right, let's step into the present. Section 4, granite in modern life. Where exactly is this ancient survivor fitting into our world today? Well, it's pretty much everywhere you want premium durability. Kitchen and bathroom countertops, high-traffic commercial flooring, gorgeous luxury exterior facades, and of course monuments. But what's really interesting in 2026 is seeing the shift towards sustainability. We're seeing major trends with thinner engineered granite panels and recycled granite aggregates. We're essentially finding much smarter, more efficient ways to utilize this dense rock, which is a massive win. Now, you know we show no mercy here on this explainer, so welcome to Section 5, Flaws in the Stone. Where exactly does this heavy hitter start to crack? Here is the brutal trade-off. On one side, you have the majesty, unmatched natural beauty, extremely durable, highly heat-resistant, a true survivor. But on the other side, the royal demands. Because it is incredibly heavy, it is ridiculously expensive to transport, it's brittle under high impact, so you have to be careful with it, and it actually requires periodic sealing to keep that pristine look. Basically, it's the king of natural stones, but it absolutely demands you treat it like royalty.
So, with the massive perks and the obvious nerfs laid out on the table, we've arrived at section 6, the final verdict. Let's calculate the grade. Running it through our matrix, granite effortlessly pulls a 9 out of 10 for both historical impact and mechanical properties. Completely unmatched. But it takes a serious hit in workability and shaping, dropping to a 7, and scalability and cost sits at a 7.5 purely because of that premium price tag and its absolute stubbornness when you try to cut it. Add in an 8.5 for versatility and a 9 for lasting relevance, so it absolutely crushes history and mechanics, but takes a big penalty for being so frustrating and expensive to work with.
Averaging all that out, Granite lands at a highly respectable 8.5 out of 10.
Which officially places it right in the high A tier. This completely cements its status as a timeless masterpiece. Its beauty, its hardness, its longevity, it's just an absolute classic that has literally survived millennia.
But I know what you're thinking. Why not S tier? Well, as incredible as it is, you just can't ignore those royal demands. The incredibly expensive logistics, the sheer weight, the highly specialized installation required, it just keeps it locked firmly out of that ultimate S tier spot. Let's put this into perspective really quick. Think about concrete, another material we've looked at. If concrete is the S-tier scalable giant, the workhorse that lets us build our modern megacities, then granite is the elegant, high A-tier elderly statesman. It's the one we call in when we want those cities to look majestic, to look like they're going to last forever.
So I'm going to leave you with this final thought today. When archaeologists dig us up in, say, 5,000 years, are they going to find our grand, eternal granite monuments, or are they just going to find our modern recycled granite aggregates? It really makes you wonder how the geology we are manipulating right now is going to tell our story in the deep future, doesn't it? Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer. Keep questioning, keep exploring, and I'll see you on the next one.